All right. You guys wanted context, so let's get right to it. So let's start where it all began. A couple days back, started playing VR chat again. I hadn't played it in a while, and I knew the pub was a good place to go. And while there, a player named Nyx began to follow me around, accuse me of taking pictures of somebody I didn't know, began to be really creepy with me, so I left. Now, I don't have any footage of this because I was simply playing the game. So you can take that story however you wish. You want to believe me? You don't want to believe me? That's fine. I don't have any evidence for it, so I can't back it up. What I do have evidence for is this bit. The next day, I'm back on VR chat, playing around, and I end up later in the day back on that same instance. They're there. I choose simply to ignore them. They're not talking to me. They're not addressing me. And I'm out to try to make friends who are in this instance. Not them, but other people. And I decide to just kind of be the bartender and kind of, play that game. As I'm sitting there, being the bartender, somebody enters the instance, goes up to Nyx and says, "Hey, can I ask you a question? My friend got banned from this instance a day ago. May I ask why?" Nyx's response originally was fair. They should already know. It's on the Discord. And he said, "No, I'm asking for myself. I want to know if they did something wrong." And because I guess he didn't accept the first response and said something again, she then felt the need to blow up. She began to scream and yell at this guy that he needs to shut up, that he needs to go elsewhere, and just begins this whole tirade. And he is doing his best to try to calm the situation. Like, "No, I think you misunderstand. I simply want to know why, in case she did something wrong." And this person, Nyx, continued to scream and shout at this guy until eventually he began to walk away, and she gave that, high schooler, "Yeah, walk away." And he turned around and simply said, "I just wanted to ask a question." At which point they banned him from the instance. That's crazy, is it not? Like, that's ridiculous. Just so happens there was another person there. This is what they have to say about what they saw.
So basically, there was, well, I'm assuming as a moderator and a casual player trying to have a conversation with the moderator about why their friend got kicked.
They got AI these days, so I guess if they
and
really wanted to get
the casual player was just completely chill, completely calm, just asking a simple question to the moderator, while the moderator was escalating the situation beyond the point where it needed to be, and started yelling and to borderline screaming at this person to basically fuck off. And they were trying to explain okay, just go to the Discord, but the person just was asking a simple question. If they didn't have an answer, that's all they have to say. If you don't have an answer to someone's question, just say you don't. And
I think it was some guy from Turkey.
And as you can see, they overheard us and booted the both of us. I don't think there was any good reason for that, besides the fact that they didn't like being called out for something that rude. And seeing that alone piqued my interest. And I've been watching way too much Moist Critical as of lately. So I called in my friends to go and get an interview from them. But when they went in, they were treated like this.
Just have one question now.
You don't have to stand inside of somebody to ask a question.
No, thank you. I'm not answering any questions. Please just don't interact with me.
Why?
We don't want to talk to you. Please go elsewhere.
Understandable.
What?
I don't know why.
Wait, how many people
I
were
don't know why
there?
you have to put up so much of a fight.
It's just a simple question.
Not that many. Somebody doesn't
No,
want to
thank
talk
you.
to you.
3, 4,
Don't
5,
harass
6,
them.
I've had enough
7,
simple
9,
questions.
10,
Question or not.
This is like the 4th time you've been told no.
They're just gonna ignore us. I don't think it matters. They're not gonna say anything to us.
Go up and ask a genuine question, full size, full ready, like, "Hey, In all seriousness, why do you guys do this?
I just want two German food. One of them were German one for some reason.
Ox do that. Ox is the most sincere.
So my school didn't offer German. We only offered Spanish and Italian fully.
I was just wondering why you guys banned people.
And yes, exactly what I'm talking about.
Finding a seat or just want to chat.
What do you mean?
I was just wondering why you guys ban people all the time.
That we offered were Spanish.
Enough is enough. Stop it now.
I'm just being like, I just want to know for real. Okay.
So there it is. There is the multiple times we came in. Now, that second video you saw was not the second time we came in. That was like the third time we came in. And we came in about 1 to 2 more times afterwards. So yeah, we kept coming in. We weren't flooding it with 50 people. We weren't screaming and shouting, as you can see. We were just going, let's ask them genuine questions. Let's try to talk to them. But each time it was met with, you know, a wave of the hand. No, not today. So yes, my friends came back time and again to ask them the same question. Why are they doing this? We wanted the story. We wanted to know. And eventually, finally, one of them decided to speak with us. That being Skuld. Now, I would like to grant a little mercy on how they were reacting, as there was another person there during this event who wasn't with us and wasn't with them. This guy right here in this picture kept breaking into our conversations and screaming and yelling profanities and horrendous things that I can't put it on YouTube. They're so bad. And I truly believe that they had mistaken this guy for one of our guys, and that's what caused so much anger. And this really just evolved into a fist fight between us and them, because this guy came in, we're saying such awful things. So to you, that guy who got in the middle of our investigation and really kind of upped their anger, fuck you. We were trying to just get a conversation, and you had to go in and make everything mad. But back to the whole story at hand. If you remember in the beginning, I mentioned that the guy who came in and got yelled at was asking about someone else who had been banned from their server. Well, I did some digging, and here is their story.
Oh my god, that mod. I don't remember the mod's name.
Not
I literally...
Shikyabara Nix was the mod's name.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't even do anything. I literally... George is like, hey, this guy gets riled up, like, easily. Go up to him and ask him if he's British. And I said, okay. So I went up to him and I said, hey, are you British? And he goes... Oh my god, it's one of those people. Whoa. And he goes on like this rampant. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, are you British? And there was like a Southern guy next to him. And I'm like, are you British? And he goes, no, I'm Southern. And so I started talking to him. And then I started talking to this nice girl behind them. And like, we were like talking about how we had the same hair color and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Voltaire is still going on a fucking rampage, apparently. Like, calls down to the mod. The mod comes up, and I'm just sitting there talking to this girl, and the mod comes up behind me and goes, do you want to cut the shit? And I'm like, and she's like, you've just been up here harassing people. And I was like, I'm literally talking to this person. And I looked at the girl and I go, am I harassing you? And the girl goes, no, I'm enjoying our conversation. And I was like, see? And she goes, yeah, well, you've been warned, and like gave me a warning. And I was like, okay, but I literally, like, what did I do? And she's like, that's it, have a nice day, and just kicked me. So not even an explanation, didn't even give me a chance to like explain anything. You literally already had your mind made up before you even came up here. Like, bro, why? What the fuck? Power tripping ass mod, dude. Like,
and these group of people, they aren't just some randoms. They're a group of developers, and they have been developing this AI, the first AI of VR chat, called A H0le. They are some of the most entitled people I have ever met. And you can see by the context and evidence given that they won't take anything If you say hi and they don't like it, you're gone. They'll verbally abuse you and kick you out. You want more proof? I've got more interviews. Let's take a look at them now.
Me? That bitch fucking kicked me out of nowhere. What's her name? The old hag.
Shake your bar and Nick.
Yeah. I walked up to Skuld and said I asked to speak to him for a second while she was talking to him, and she said, "Oh, okay." And then I asked Skuld why he. I pretty much said I'm having a hard time having a conversation with his AI because it's like trying to greet every single person that enters the lobby, and he said, "Too bad." And I was like, "Okay." And I started walking away, and then she screamed across the lobby, "You shouldn't be so entitled next time." And I was like, "Excuse me." And then she did I stutter, and I was trying to talk with her, but she would not stop fucking assaulting me. And then when she was done assaulting me for like 2 minutes straight, me sitting there listening to her, she said goodbye and kicked me.
Yeah, so a long time ago, I was talking to someone, and Skuld was in their little hideout spot up there. Where's the thing? Right up there, you know? Oh yeah, all the way up there. And I was talking to someone just down there about like graphics cards. And I don't know, Skuld felt the need to like interject and state the fact that there's only 2 graphics cards manufacturers for some reason. I don't know why that was relevant, but I said no, there's a 3rd one coming up. There's Intel Arc. And then they said, "I'm not gonna argue with you," and then they kicked me. And I was they permabanned me. Out of nowhere. So I was banned for like over a year, and then I was suddenly able to rejoin. I was like, huh, I'm unbanned. As I see that Skuld jumps out of the corner and goes like, "You sound really unappreciative, but I unbanned you." So I tell him, "No, it's good, man, but I wasn't expecting to be unbanned. It's been so long." He asked me what I did, and I told him that story, how he just banned me because I mentioned graphics like Intel Arc. And he just started screaming like, "No, I would never do that. You're just trying to make yourself sound like the good guy here. You're just trying to make yourself sound like the good guy. For the sake of everybody here, for the sanity of the fucking man." He just completely lost the shit on me, and now I'm permabanned again.
And so, there you have it. The A.H0le group. A group of super entitled people who will scream and shout and ruin your day. Now, I bet you're wondering, why on earth did you make that first video if this is the case? Well, I had it recorded, and there wasn't anything really for me to do to make it a docu video. And so I was just bored and was like, I'm just going to edit and see what comes out. And I made a funny video, and I didn't include Skuld's name. I didn't at them. I didn't try to make this as a poke or prod against them. And I just posted it thinking that they would never see it. And apparently they've been watching my channel, and so they saw it and are really offended by it to the point that they were insulting people in my comments. People I don't even know. They were just throwing insults to whoever didn't believe whatever they were spinning. Now my closing statements. To Skuld, if you're watching this and you really want that first video to go down, I will make you a deal. If you make an apology video, not to me, not to my friends, but to the people you've harassed, to all these people who have had encounters with you, and all the people who have yet to come forward of having encounters with you, I want you to go to your channel, and I want you to post an apology to all of them. If you can do that, I will take that first video down. Fair is fair. And from that point on, we won't have anything to do with each other. Happy? I'm not returning to VR chat, and I doubt you'd return to my channel. And to the people wondering why the comment section of this video is turned off, it is simply because of the A.H0le group and how they would harass anyone who disagreed with them in the comments. I am not gonna let any viewer sit there and be harassed by these people. I'm fine getting harassed all day long by them, but if they're gonna harass people in my comments, I won't stand for it. speaking of my comments, I would like to personally thank Xtex9747 and Washing Machine Man. You guys are awesome. I thank you for being cool, calm-headed, and logical under the pressure of being attacked by these people. And I'm very sorry that it was in my comment section that this happened. So thank you again for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm never doing something like this again. This is honestly ridiculous. Expect more gameplay and funny moments from me, as I typically like to do. Thank you all. I'll catch you behind the screens. Toodaloo!